History repeats itself. History is always happening over and over again. So one of the ways to stop a theme, one of the ways to stop something from reoccurring is to first of all admit it. It didn't take long for us to quickly realize that there was power behind Mission 22, power behind its brand, power behind its message, and power behind its people that represented it.
All right, my friends, day 19 of 22, the 22-day push-up challenge. Day 19 means 418 men and women have possibly committed suicide in the last 19 days. I went and looked up my ship, the USS Rushmore. More people who have killed themselves by now than ever served on our ship at one time in just 19 days.
19, 20, 21. One more. Y'all ready for the last one?
Mission 22 has become a decentralized nationwide effort to show love, to raise money, to be available for other warriors, to be able to be a point of contact, to let the warriors know, but also for warriors to let other warriors know that there is a community. You're not alone. This isn't happening in silence. You're not forgotten. We brought 4 veterans from all different parts of the United States and brought them together to hike through the state of Oregon.
May God bless you on your journey. Thank you for serving our country and for being willing to go on this walk. I'm praying you feel peace and strength with each mile.
On this hike, some folks found God, some folks remained sober, some folks lost a significant amount of weight to be able to participate. And not so much just a healing walk for us as warriors, but for us to contribute to other people's healing. This hike, we raised $12,000 for endobiogeny. Some of the folks on this hike, they're going to be volunteers for this treatment. And I couldn't be more pleased and more proud because it was difficult. We had a lot of struggles. Not everything on this hike went pretty, but we put some skin in the game. At the end of the day, we were able to raise money and we'll be able to use that money so guys can get the treatment that they need. The War at Home Monument is an example of our social impact, of our awareness, of our permanent fixture to do the work that we can't always do, to always remind us of what we've lost and what we will lose if we don't reconcile it. What we've done is taken 20 different veterans with their family's permission and used them as a silhouette to cut out of a 3,000-pound plate of steel. These warriors are placed in a V, and this is to show the size of the problem. This is to show the empty space they leave behind. And it's also to be a constant reminder of what happens when we don't listen to the stories of the warriors that fought in our name. Because it's not okay. It's not okay that everyone didn't know about veteran suicide. It's not okay that these things were a secret or left unsaid, or that it was shameful. It's not okay that it's shameful to suffer alone and suffer in silence, because if you ask for help, that you're no longer a warrior, that you're weak.
Yeah. So I come back and I thought everybody else changed. So I pushed my family away. And it took a long time to really realize it because I didn't want to look internally. I got my Class A CDL and hit the road. I was on the road for about 8 years trucking. And this makes me think about how insignificant all of the major things going on are. I mean, what, 1 million years ago, that blew up. And, over time became this.
Whether it's hiking mountains or building monuments, it takes a community to heal a warrior. Warriors didn't get damaged and didn't become separated from the sunlight of the spirit on their own. It happened in the name of this nation. We can change the way we think about war, how we think about warriors, how we think about ourselves, and what we think we're going to do in the American community. We can do it now. We can do it here. And there's going to be another generation of warriors coming. We can set the tone to create a culture that grabs them up and loves them and smothers them in resources, in opportunity, right now.
turn down the car sounds here. We are at Volusia in week 11 of 13. We got a couple of weeks left to go. We're getting ready for qualifying. Let's get the cars off the track and get the show underway. Roxanne Jones checking in, cheering on the CSC crowd. Looks like we do have Braden Carter and Cale Smith back with us. Not a big field tonight for week 11. I think the points race is all but over with Braden Carter. At my board here with 706 points. Closest to him is Joseph Grandy with 640 points. Grandy is coming out on track, so we will follow along as always. The 518 of Grandy, the 99 of Billy Roberts, driver out of Missouri, quickest in practice. Cale Smith, Navy veteran, is back with us. Armando Melgusa in the 78, driver out of Arizona, is with us. Air Force veteran. Michael Vitale is with us in the 213, Air Force veteran. I'd like to thank those gentlemen for their service, along with the 87 of Andy Patton. Michael Vitale goes quick time with a 16:01 currently. Billy Robert times in. Cale Smith bumps up to P2 with a 16:08. Anthony Vitale Jr. with a 16:04, just a tick off the pace of his brother, Michael Vitale. Jake Henry with a 16:12. Andy Patton matches that 16:12, good enough for 6th quick. Melgusa puts down a 16:25. Your points leader is out on track. Let's see if Braden Carter can put it on the pole. Looks like he's coming for his first time lap. The youngster out of Virginia in the 05. That'll be good enough for 2nd quick, 16:02. He'll shut it down 2nd quick. Michael Vitale will take tonight's quick time. We got about 1 minute remaining to see if anybody else jumps into the server. So Michael Vitale puts down a 16:01. Braden Carter 1 tick slower, 16:02. Vitale Jr. 16:04. Cale Smith 16:05. Billy Roberts 08. Couple of 12s by Henry and Patton. Joseph Grandy with a 16:17 and 16:25 for Melgusa. Landon Smith, owner-operator of Midwest Forklifts, who brings you the show, is with us tonight. Sending in a chat message, sir. Hope you're having a great Friday night. Hopefully we put on a good show for you. As we should have one heat race, 8-lap, and then a 50-lap feature. We'll get a look at your starting grid. Michael Vitale, Braden Carter on the front row. Anthony Vitale Jr. with Cale Smith to his outside in the CSC 115. Billy Roberts and Jake Henry will be in row number 3, with Andy Patton and Joseph Grandy in row number 4, and Armando Melgusa will start at the tail end of the field. All right, drivers, welcome to the show. You guys know the drill. The start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start-finish line. Small field tonight. Everybody moving on. Race hard. Race clean. Good luck. Chili Bowl is on tonight. Might have something to do with our numbers. Going to make it out to Oklahoma one of these days, as the lights will go off on the pace truck. Pace truck should exit this time by 8 laps. Settle how they will line up in the 50-lap feature. Anthony Vitale Jr. had to park it. Heard his throttle pedal quit working. As the pace truck exits, green flag is out. Michael Vitale with a good start here at Volusia. The 213 dives down low. Billy Roberts, his teammate, the LFM driver, tries to tuck in. Braden Carter goes on the outside. He'll go P2 on lap number 1, followed by Cale Smith, Billy Roberts, and Jake Henry are your top 5. LFM is strong, running 1, 4, and 5. CSC running 2 and 3. Braden Carter taking a look inside. Let's go on board with the youngster out of Virginia. He's taking a peek on the outside of the 213, coming off a turn 4. Lap 4 of 8 underway. Go back to his teammate, Cale Smith's tracking down the 2. Michael Vitale and Braden Carter, 115 out of South Dakota. Billy Roberts hanging with the top 3. Now Carter's going to take a peek down low. Vitale on the outside, 0-5. Braden Carter hugs the wall on the inside, coming off a turn 4. It'll be Carter at the line. Michael Vitale fighting back on that outside, going to pinch the 0-5 down a little bit. They will go wheel to wheel down the backstretch, coming into turn number 4. It'll be Carter once again on lap 7 of 8, 2 to go. 213 of Michael Vitale on the outside, the 0-5 of Braden Carter on the inside. Cale Smith is getting into the battle, coming to the white flag. It is Carter at the line by a nose. Vitale fighting hard on that outside in the 213. It's going to be close at the line. Cale Smith in P3. Looks like Carter with the advantage on the low side. Coming off the high side, it'll be Carter, Vitale, Cale Smith, Billy Roberts, Jake Henry. Great heat race, fellas. We'll have 3 minutes of warm up, and then we'll come right back with your feature.
Thing is getting the word out, awareness of Mission 22, the struggle as it is to fight PTSD and suicide. My name is Corey Decker. I'm the state representative for Mission 22. This year's been great. We got a bunch of great guys that have gotten together and decided to create this rally. The word's getting out, and it's turning into quite an event where we can actually help a lot of veterans. It's a great event, but you really have to go and see it for yourself, and it's really one of those things that's an experience. Just going that weekend, we've seen how it changes people.
cars still out on the track. Got about 20 seconds for until your 50 lap feature. Roxanne Jones cheering on Braden Carter, congratulating him on his win. Tonight's going to go by pretty quick. Only 9 cars in the field tonight as checkered flag falls over practice. We'll get your feature lineup. It will be Braden Carter and Michael Vitale on the front row. They just swapped spots. Billy Roberts and Cale Smith will be in row number 2. Jake Henry, Armando Melgusa will roll off on row number 3. Andy Patton and Anthony Vitale Jr. in row 4. Joseph Grandy has not gridded as of yet, so we'll see if he can make the grid. All right, fellas, you know the drill. The initial start is on green. Restarts are on leader. Leader choose inside or outside before the one to go is given. You got 50 laps to get it done. 2 more weeks after tonight, so we're getting down to the end of it. Thank you all for coming out. Race hard. Race clean. Good luck. Pace truck will take us one more time around. Joseph Grandy did not grid. Got the Wild West shootout on this week and Chili Bowl, so I'd have some drivers out there watching the races. Pace truck will exit. Pace truck is off, leaving the field to Braden Carter. The CSC 05. Green flag is out. Good restart by all drivers, side by side at the line. Vitale on the outside once again in the 213. Braden Carter's going to keep the 05 down against the fence coming off at turn 4. Actually, Michael Vitale will lead lap 1 as Billy Roberts and Cale Smith go side by side. LFM on the outside, CSC on the bottom, the first 2 rows. Dead heat at the line. Michael Vitale may lead lap 2. Braden Carter pulls down to the inside. Jake Henry in the 171. He's back in P5 with Andy Patton in the 87. Anthony Vitale Jr. and Mel Gusa. The battle's going to be at the front of the field, right where it should be. That is Michael Vitale in the 213. On the outside, Braden Carter down low. It'll be Vitale at the line. Billy Roberts is currently in the 3rd and final podium position in the 91 on lap 5 of 50. Braden Carter gets a little bit of advantage that time through 4. Put the youngster leading lap number 5. Jake Henry in the 171, currently in a top 5 position. Go on board with Jake as he tries to track down the top 4. You can see Cale Smith in the 115 in front of the 171. Cale Smith's going to dial. Vitale gets loose. He'll slow down Billy Roberts and himself. Vitale will fall to P3 That'll give the lead over to Braden Carter with his teammate, Cale Smith, right behind him in the 115. Can Vitali rally into 213? He's on the rear bumper of Cale Smith. Vitali trying to make a challenge. Jake Henry, as we were on board, moved up to P4. He is the first car on the outside looking in at a podium on lap 10 of 50. Braden Carter starting to pull away from the field. Got about a second gap between himself and his teammate, Cale Smith. We're going to get nose to tail. Billy Roberts gets into his teammate, the LFM 171. Those two make a little bit of contact. Here comes Anthony Vitali Jr. in his 21 machine. Trying to get up and take a peek underneath his teammate, Billy Roberts. Braden Carter still just under a second lead over Cale Smith, who holds down P2. Cale Smith could use a good night to work his way back into the top 5 in points. Currently 6th in points for Cale Smith. Trailing Armando Melgusa, who's currently running P7. Take a look at this 05 going into turn number 1. As he dives for the fence on the bottom. Not much wear on the track with the number of cars we have. A little bit of slick there, entering 3. Lap around Volusia with your leader and points leader, Braden Carter. Billy Roberts moves back up to P4, a distant P4, as 3 LFM cars going at it. Billy Roberts, Anthony Vitali Jr., and Jake Henry battling out for 4th, 5th, and 6th currently. Braden Carter with a still not quite a second. Cale Smith able to stabilize the 05's lead as Cale Smith is trying to hold off Air Force veteran Michael Vitali. Cale Smith is a Navy veteran. Thank you, Cale, for your service to our nation as the Navy driver and Air Force driver battle it out for P2. Vitali and Billy Roberts made contact early in the race. That moved the 99 and the 213, who were running 2 and 3. Billy Roberts able to rally back, move the 99 machine up to P4 on lap 24 of 50. Michael Vitali actually, looking at the board, Braden Carter is the fastest. That time by, it looks like Cale Smith is closing the gap, as is Anthony Vitali Jr. Both those drivers running a 54. to Carter 66, so closing the gap ever so slightly. So the 0-5 trying to put a stamp on the season. We are in week 11 of 15 or 13. Braden Carter with a big lead. Joseph Grandy currently has 640 points to Braden Carter 706 points. So far this year, he's going for win number 7. Has only finished out of the top 10 one time. Or not at all. He's only finished out of the top 5 one time so far this season as the 0-5. Laps are winding down. Can Cale Smith rally? Will Billy Roberts try to get up there and challenge his teammate, Michael Vitale? Anthony Vitale Jr. in the 21 car is having a good run. Close the gap a little bit. Cale Smith a little slower on the backstretch that time, letting Michael Vitale close the gap ever so slightly. There are your top 3. Cale Smith has closed in on Braden Carter. And at about a half-second lead now between the two. You can see lap traffic on the top left of your screen as Michael Vitale takes a peek down low on the 115 of Cale Smith. On lap 35 of 50, Melgusa will go up and out of the way as the caution comes out on lap 35 of 50. Sure that was for Melgusa. Let's take a look. '78 at the tail end. Gets into the wall on the front stretch. You can see the wall jets out there a little bit and collects the 78. That will bring out caution number 1. Braden Carter, Cale Smith, Michael Vitale are your top 3. Billy Roberts, Anthony Vitale Jr. are in the top 5. Jake Henry, you just saw Melgusa. Andy Patton is out. Joseph Grandy did not grid. We'll go back green on lap, I believe, 36 of 50. We will go side by side on the restart. Lights are off on the pace truck. Braden Carter, Cale Smith will be on the front row. CSC Motorsports. Michael Vitale and Billy Roberts, LFM Motorsports. Pace truck exits, leaving the field 2. Braden Carter, green flag is out. Great restart by Carter. Cale Smith in the 115 is trying to go with his teammate. Here comes Anthony Vitale Jr. The Vitale brothers on the bottom in the 213 and 21. Michael Vitale with a peek underneath Cale Smith. Cale Smith able to hold him off. Anthony Vitale getting a little impatient. Got his brother in front of him in the 213. Right along the fence on the bottom goes Anthony Vitale Jr. with Billy Roberts to his outside. Billy Roberts and Anthony Vitale Jr. close it in on the 213. Like the battle may be for the final podium as Cale Smith pulls up to the rear bumper of Carter. Cale Smith is not done yet. With 10 to go. Braden Carter, Cale Smith, Michael Vitale, current podium position. Billy Roberts, Anthony Vitale Jr., and Jake Henry. As we almost went 3 wide with the LFM team drivers. Vitale's going to take a peek down low on Cale Smith. It'll be Smith at the line. Michael Vitale has erased any advantage that CSC 115 had. The 213 of Michael Vitale on the bottom. Coming off a turn 4, contact between the two. It'll be Cale Smith at the line. Vitale with the advantage, had the advantage. Braden Carter's got to love seeing this as Vitale comes off a turn 4. It'll be Vitale back in P2 in the 213. Can Vitale get up there and challenge the 05 of Braden Carter? Billy Roberts in P4 in the blue 99 machine. First car on the outside looking in at a podium finish on lap 4. Oh, Vitale into the inside wall. That'll put Billy Roberts in a podium position. Lap 47 of 50 underway. Vitale falls back to P4. Can Billy Roberts battle? Good run by the 99. Billy Roberts closes in on the rear bumper of Cale Smith. Coming to lap 48 of 50. Roberts and Cale Smith battling. They're going to go nose to tail. I've been passed myself in a 358 modified by Billy Roberts in the closing laps. Can he do the same to Cale Smith? Roberts running on the high side. Cale Smith keeps the 150 down low. Roberts will pull up to the outside, coming to the white flag. That is Braden Carter coming off the bottom of 4. 1 to go. They're side by side at the line. Billy Roberts and Cale Smith. It'll be Billy Roberts down the backstretch. Braden Carter coming off a turn 4. The battle is for P2. It'll be Billy Roberts taking P2 away from Cale Smith in the final lap. Top 3 start finish line, please. Great feature race, fellas. We'll get a word with your top 3 here momentarily. Braden Carter wins another one. I think I can make that work. Don't forget to go up for your interviews. We'll get a word with your top 3. Of course, I need to be in the booth myself. Get a word with the driver of the 115, Kale Smith. Hung around at the front of the field all night. Battled it out with the 99 of Billy Roberts at the end. Drives the 115 into a podium finish P3. Kale, this is Joe. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, Joe.
Man, great run. Not many cars, but a good show nonetheless, man. You and Billy Roberts battled it out there. You had a little problems early. How was the race from the seat?
It was pretty good. Most of the race, the first major part of it there was just trying to find the right line and hoping our setup was good. Um, and then at the end there, we were all talking about what gear we had in, and Billy had a good gear in there for the top. And I was trying to hold him off. I wasn't really paying attention to the laps, and then all of a sudden it was a white flag, and he had a big run on me on the outside. I want to give him some room, and yeah, just raced it out. I tried to run the bottom there at the end, try to find something tacky, but it just wasn't enough. But yeah, it was a fun race.
Yeah, man, you were actually closing down on Braden. He had just under a second. You cut that down to less than half a second. So the 115 came on late. Was that the strategy?
No, I mean, it's just trying to, especially when you're following break. It's tough to, you probably know, when you're leading and you don't really have anybody's line to judge, to see what's faster, if you can push it in the corner a little bit more. So, um, but Braden's really good at just finding the quick line. So I was, whatever he was doing, I was trying to replicate and maybe do a little bit more, and maybe that was working a little bit, but. Um, yeah, no, it was just fun, get out with these guys and have a good race.
Yeah, man. So I've been following you on Facebook. Man, it sounds
Yeah.
like you got some exciting stuff going on. Uh, how is it going?
It's good. We just released everything on the social platforms and LinkedIn, and we haven't really been doing any outreach yet, and we've already had some big companies contact us. So we're just kind of hoping we're ready for that. But so it's been good, but just a lot of learning. The energy world is obviously everybody knows it's massive, and then there's all kinds of different things that we get into. Luckily, we have a good partner platform around us, and yeah, so right now we're just trying to learn, make all the right business decisions, and that's kind of where we're at right now.
Yeah, man. So I don't think we've ever talked about this, but my bachelor's degree is actually in sustainable management,
Okay.
sustainable business management. We looked at VFDs for big pump motors and blah, 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 right? And I
Sure.
came from the electrical background. I was a high voltage guy in the Air Force and did some industrial. So, and then finished
Okay.
with my MBA, man. So I'm digging what you got going on. And I look forward to your posts. And like I told you on Facebook, I sent you a message, man. If anybody can get that done, it's going to be one of the Smith family, as you guys, man, bust your tails. And that's awesome. Landon couldn't
Yeah,
be
no.
with us, said he's out tonight, but checked in anyways. So he missed your podium finish. But yeah, man, you guys, I don't know how many hours you work, but I guarantee you it's more than most, man. So what a bright future, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man, and hopefully we'll keep working more and more. I mean, that's the goal. It really was. I mean, I was doing sales, and I had a lot of success in it, but I saw all the, it sounds cliche, but I saw all the marketing gimmicks and things that, like, yeah, this seems great, but when you pull the covers off, there's all these other problems, and I really wanted to do something that I believe in, and this is something that's real, and it works, and so yeah, we're excited about it, but it definitely, it takes a lot of work. I felt like I wasn't underestimating it, but I think you can underestimate it all you want, and you're still going to run into challenges. So we're just going to work hard, have fun at it, and hopefully it turns into something amazing.
Yeah, man. A lot of time on the road.
Maybe, it just depends, if we run into, corporate locations, that have, multiple locations around the country than it could be. But I don't expect it for the next couple years. But then again, any one call could change all that. So
Yeah, man, for sure. And excited. We only have 2 weeks left after the night of 25-26 season, but I plan on following you for many years, man. I'm excited for you and your family, and just can't wait, man. Can't wait to see the success that I know is coming.
yeah, I really appreciate it, Joe, and it's been fun these last couple years doing this. You do a great job with it, and get out with everybody in here. In here now, and the past guys, they're all good guys, and they're fun to race with. So it's been a lot of fun, man.
Yeah, man. Who do you want to thank on that 115 for another podium finish?
Yeah, just you, Joe, for doing this, and then yeah, it's the team. Braden with the win there, yet another win. He's tough to beat, so I enjoy racing with him. If I can see him win, that's what I'm really happy about, and if we can do it as teammates, that's even better. Really excited for him. He made the pro qualifier again, so I got to spot for him last week. It didn't go so well. Hopefully this week we'll have a better setup, and yeah, but no, thanks everybody. Thanks everybody watching.
Yeah, man. We'll see you in pro late models.
See ya.
All right, man. That is Cale Smith, finished P3. Billy Roberts in the number 99. Kind of had an up and down night. Went to the back, to the front, to the back, to the front. Billy Roberts is Joe. You got me?
I got you.
Man, you and Mikey, you guys were trying to wreck each other the entire race. Matter of fact, we'll have you on screen when you guys made contact in turn 1 and 2. Great run, man. I was telling the broadcast as you were closing in on Cale Smith that I was once passed by the old man in the late laps of a 358 race and scared shit out of me. But man, you got it done once again in the 99. How was the ride?
Car was good. I think we've actually picked the right gear. I think a few more laps, we might have maybe even been able to get Braden. I don't know. Yeah, I got into Mikey. It wasn't on purpose, but I got on him and got off of him, fell back a few spots, and I really thought Mike was going to go up there and just run away with it, but we came back and worked our way back up to second, and I felt like we didn't do too bad.
Yeah,
And
man.
we had a
You ran.
small car count,
Yeah. Yeah. And,
but
and you know what, man? I don't know. It's just we got a lot of stuff going on in the real racing world. I like to hope. What do you think that the low car counts are all about?
I mean, you have the Chili Bowl going on, the Wild West shootouts going on. I I don't know why the low call count, but you can't put 9 drivers in there and run with one caution and run that close together and put on a better show. Honestly, I don't think.
Yeah, Dean Reynolds and I have talked about that. Last year, we were sending people home that couldn't make the feature. This year, we can't. We're lucky if we run 2 heat races, but the racing, man, has been absolutely amazing. You guys have put on a heck of a show. So, yeah, smaller numbers. I believe the quality of the racing has gone up. You agree with that?
100% I agree with it. I mean, you bump a little bit here and there, but everybody has respect that's in there right now. They know where the brake pedal is. It's clean racing. They're not running over you to get to the next spot. I I couldn't have been happier. I mean, we was giggling and laughing and having a great time, in this race. And Mikey accidentally, he bounced off the wall, and I hate that. But even Jake, I mean, Jake was right there. I mean, it was a great race.
Yeah, man.
And you
Anthony
can't get a better
Vitale.
guys than Kale and Braden. I mean, they run good and clean.
Yeah, the whole field. And Anthony Vitale Jr. was coming on strong. Man, you ran, let me look here. Between you and Andy Patton, the quickest laps of the race, 16:24 to Braden 16:28. So, man, you were hauling the mail tonight in the 99 for sure.
Yeah, we were doing it.
All right, man. Who do you want to thank on that 99 for? We only have 2 weeks after this, my brother. So
That's
we're getting
it.
down there, man. Who do you want to thank on that
Hey,
99 for a podium finish?
of course, Leadfoot Mafia, all my teammates, Michael Jr., Randy, Jake, my wife, she lets me do this. My company, Gears Unlimited, Vitaly Motorsports, A&J Landscaping, and Joe, of course, for you for putting it on. All the stuff you go through. Nobody knows what it's like to have to listen to everybody bitch all the time for putting on a league, or you're not doing this right, or you're not doing that right, and you sticking to your guns and running the open sets this year. And I, I think you still got something here. I think it'll be good. Everybody will get on board sooner or later.
Yeah, man. And those of you that don't know, Gears Unlimited, which is Billy Roberts' company out in Independence, Missouri, has been a huge supporter of the Dirt Track Bank Friday Night Lights. Actually, at one time, it was Gears Unlimited Friday Night Lights. So I can't thank you for all your support, man. Your whole team. It's absolutely amazing. I don't know how many years we've been at this, but yeah, man, I greatly appreciate. Man, I got to tell a story. Matter of fact, it just hit me, man. So Billy Roberts ran I don't even remember what number with C2C and had a little run in with the C2C leadership on like your first race or something, man. And you told me, you said, hey, listen, you're tied to those guys. I'm done. And I thought, what in the world is going on, man? But cooler heads prevailed, and it's great to see you not only here but every week now back with CS or Coast to Coast Racing League, man. So yeah, those are the memories. Some things you just will never forget, man. I'll never forget that message of I'm done here. So yeah, it's awesome.
I actually got me a win there last night.
Congratulations, man. Congratulations. Hopefully I get back out on the track. Long story with the whole federal employees returning to the office and blah, blah, blah. But we might be getting close to a return to C2C. So I'm looking forward to that for sure.
Well, I can't wait to have you back.
Yeah, man. We going to see you in the pro late models?
I'm going to give her a shot.
Right on, brother. Good luck.
Thanks, Joe.
Yeah, man.
Bye-bye.
Braden Carter starts on the pole, had his hands full early with Michael Vitaly. Vitaly couldn't do anything, 0-5, hitting his marks as he does almost every lap. Braden, this is Joe. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, man.
Man, you know what? I never noticed the top of your car with that, what's that pattern called, man? Kind of a Scottish pattern on it. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, little flannel pattern.
Yeah. I can't remember what it's called in Scotland. But anyways, great run, man. Vitaly and you battled it out early. How was the ride?
Yeah, it was good. We were talking about gear in the race. I had a different gear than all of them. They were up in the 40s. I was on a 34. Kale was on a 30. And I was geared up for the bottom. I expected to get slicker, but if they had a few more laps, the gear they had in the top was gonna kill me. They had more gear in than me, and I don't know. I was definitely my race to lose if give you 10 more laps probably. Top was there a little bit earlier. I don't know. But yeah, appreciate the Leadfoot Mafia guys, man. They're always fun to race with. I've never had a bad race with them. Billy and Mike. The other two in here too, I believe, Anthony and Jason Henry. Yeah, those guys are just top of the class. I've never had a run in with any of them. We've always ran clean. We ran side by side in the heat, side by side here. Um, you know, good race to those guys. It's always a blast. Good race to Kale. It's just I have a lot of fun out here. It's always fun to race close like that. I was on the wheel in the heat. I got it at the line. I love racing like that. It was so fun, and it was almost like that towards the end. And even early, we were side by side for a good 15. And when you have 9 cars and you can race like that, that's saying something. Low car counts, as you were saying to Billy, but it has its own positives too.
Yeah, man, you guys put on an amazing show. Tartan. That is a tartan pattern. So now you know, from Scotland, tartan pattern. It's what they wear on their kilts, I guess. Anyway, that's random as random could be, man. It looks like you padded your points lead, man, and I can't quite crown you the champion yet, but with 2 weeks to go, I don't think anybody's catching the 05 in either division, man. This will be your 7th win of the season. Man, just what a season, man. And I'm following you in your other leagues too, and man, it doesn't matter where you run, you end up in the front. So yeah, I can't say enough about CSC, about you, your supporters. Absolutely amazing for the past couple of years, and that's greatly appreciated, man.
Yeah, for sure. I got a good backing. I got on the game. Kale, my dad got it for me. Kale pitched in a lot too. He got the wheel and pedals I use now actually. Um, those guys have done a lot for me, both Kale and my dad, my granddad. We've got a good team here, and it's built up to where I've learned a lot from them. I love racing with them. My dad's on. I know he's not in here, but he's on a lot. I race with him. We run this league together. I always have a blast. He still beats me a lot, and it's fun to see the 15 from the rear view. I could get beat by any of them. I won't care. Or just even whenever I lose, I don't get mad. But it's cool to see my teammates, even my dad, sometimes beat me. I could care less. It really just makes me, happy that our team's doing good, and we just got all the good, great positivity around here, and yeah, just shout out to all those guys at CSC.
Yeah, man, getting beat every once in a while kind of keeps you on your game, makes you step it up a little bit. You can't run away with them all, although pro late models you have done just that. But yeah, man, great run by the 05. Who do you want to thank on that vehicle for another victory?
Yeah, I got to thank again all the guys at CSC, my dad, Michael Carter, Kel Smith, shout out to P3. I thought he was going to beat me really early on. I don't know. I started feeling like crap with 15 to go, but shout out to him. Shout out to Travis Anderson, Jonathan Higdon, Kyle Hardy, Chase Hardy. Good luck to Kyle down in Florida. Midwest Forklift title sponsor this series, Lance Smith. Shout out to him. KK's Diecast, Kevin Lynn Keeling, Randy Carter Payne, my granddad. Dirt Track Bank, GY6 I ran Ujo for the broadcast. I always say I love this league, and yeah, we got the Pro Elites coming up. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I'll be watching, man. Great run. We'll see you in the pro late models.
Thank you.
All right, man. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. There are the 358 modifieds for week 11 at Volusia. As you heard, we will take a little bit of an extended break. We'll go qualifying at the top of the hour. So stay tuned. We got the pro late models right back here at Volusia. We'll be back.
My name's Nick Powers, and I'm the president and lead instructor of Warfighter Scuba. I'm a veteran of the United States Marine Corps from the years 2003 to 2007, with one combat deployment to Haditha, Iraq in 2006. Throughout my time overseas, I experienced a lot of situations that you wouldn't necessarily find yourself in the United States. IEDs, getting shot at, rocket attacks, mortar attacks, you name it, it happened. When I got out of the Marine Corps in 2007, I tried to adjust back to civilian life, and the whole time you're in, you just can't wait to get out. And when you get out, you start to realize, did you make the right decision? 9 times out of 10, most of the guys that get out, they immediately plummet into a depression cycle because you don't have that structure anymore that the military provides you. And this hit me super hard. We moved to one of the #1 top dive destinations in the entire world, and I figured I'd start getting back into scuba diving. And after our first couple dives, I realized how peaceful it was underwater and how none of my problems followed me. You're just there in the present moment. I had the idea for Warfighter Scuba, and I kind of hinted at it, and they said, "You go for it." And that's basically how Warfighter Scuba was born. So Warfighter Scuba is a nonprofit. We're a 501c3. nonprofit with the IRS. We bring combat wounded veterans down to the Caribbean to teach them scuba diving to treat their wounds. Whether their wounds are physical or mental, such as PTSD, scuba diving is a extremely therapeutic activity for mental stressors and for physical ailments. Mentally, as soon as you go underwater, your body just reacts. It's not normal. You're not meant to breathe underwater. It automatically puts you into the present moment. You have nothing but peace and calm. This ability to separate yourself from reality really allows veterans to find out what their trigger mechanism might be for their particular mental stressors. So every veteran who comes through our programs gets a 100% funded trip. Each veteran also receives a round-trip ticket from their home of record. That ticket will bring them straight into Roatan, and their entire week stay, their hotel, their meals, their snacks, everything's paid for. So that veteran can get an entire week away from reality and completely separate from any kind of problems they might be facing at home. So each veteran receives very private and intimate training sessions when they come down to Roatan. You know, we first start in the pool, we do some confined water skills, we'll then switch out to the open water dives. From that point on, it's not even training anymore, it's just fun. It's learning on a level that I don't think most people have experienced before. We do all the certifications for them that we can in a week at their pace, you know, from open water to full face mask to nitrox. Every trip that we have, whether it's one veteran or 4 veterans at a time, we just have a blast. You know, there's no bad karma. We've seen sharks, we've seen turtles. I mean, we've seen 4 eagle rays at once. I mean, just the things that happen when we're in the water together are truly, they're just unbelievable. The dedication that these vets have now to scuba diving and to wanting to come back and to help other veterans experience what they've experienced. It hits me in the heart more than most things have ever hit me in my heart. It's truly an honor to take, you know, these heroes into the water. It's really cool to see the transformation that happens to them, you know, from being, oh my gosh, you know, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. You know, I've gone snorkeling a few times, or, you know, I'm not that good of a swimmer. And the funny thing about scuba is none of that matters. You know, you're completely weightless in the water. You could come down and have 0 experience in the water and be one of the better scuba divers out there. So as with all nonprofits, we rely solely on generous donors such as yourselves. None of these programs could exist without people who are willing to give some of their hard-earned money up to save veterans who might be struggling with everyday life and have that unfortunate thought of suicide. 100% of every dollar that's donated goes directly to the veterans. I personally, myself, I do not take any kind of money. All my time is donated. There's no salary to anybody who's on the board or any staff positions in Warfighter. Donations can be made on our website at www.warfighterscuba.org. And remember, every donation is 100% tax deductible.
Chatham grabs the checkered flag. He wins.
Tack victories for Sam Bachman as he takes the win at the Port Royal Speedway.
Wins another one at the Knoxville Raceway. Blake Chapman wins.
A corner down here through the front straightaway. Watson gets the win here tonight.
Chad Greggs, a Knoxville Nationals champion. But to the checkered flag, Clay Christopherson, your winner at Lernerville. Here they come off of turn number 4. To the checkers, Templeton takes the win.
Through the back stretch into corners 3 and 4 out here. It's going to be Watson for the win.
The 56 wins. First time winner Randy Streets.
But your winner at Weed Sports is going to be Brandon Templeton in the Salty Dog.
Welcome back. Cars are out on the track. We are about 3.5 minutes from dropping the flag for qualifying. See Andy Patton at the top of the board in the 87. Andy Patton, Michael Vitale, and Mel Gusa. All three of those gentlemen are Air Force veterans. We thank them for their service. Braden Carter, your current points leader, is back with us in the 05, going for 10 out of 10 in victory. So the youngster shooting for a victory for a season sweep so far. We got 2 weeks left until the end of the season. Saw him wheel his 358 modified earlier. Gail Smith out on track. Navy veteran in the 115 out of South Dakota. Roxanne Jones still cheering on the CSC gang. As we've got about 1 minute until we go qualifying. Thank you all for tuning in. Again, I know there's a million things you could do on a Friday night, and we greatly appreciate you spending your Friday nights with us on the virtual dirt tracks. Looks like we got 7 cars tonight in the Pro Late Models. 1 heat race and a 30-lap feature. These are fixed setup. Matter of fact, let's get the show underway. It's like everybody has taken laps except our one Canadian driver, Jason Haynes, has not taken any laps. If Jason comes out, doesn't look like he will take laps. We'll drop the checkered flag over practice, getting ready to go into qualifying. As always, we'll follow along as our drivers are on track. See who is the first one out. Joseph Grandy did not come back with us. Currently 3rd in the points. It'll be Michael Vitale, the first one out on track. LFM 213. Billy Roberts on track in the 99. Andy Patton in the 87. Cale Smith in the 115. Mel Gusa in the 78. Andy Patton, Indy 87, quickest in practice. See if that transfers over to race time as the 87 getting around Volusia. It'll be Billy Roberts at the top of the board. Not for long. Cale Smith with a 14.93. Andy Patton runs a 15.01. Billy Roberts with an 07. Michael Vitale with an 08. Mel Gusa with a 15.64. Cale Smith with a 14.93. Michael Vitale with a 14.97. Both those drivers under 15 seconds. Andy Patton with a 15.01. Braden Carter now on track. As you heard, Braden Carter running in the iRacing Pro qualifiers. Check him out on Facebook. Coming off of turn 4. Quick time, 14.86 for the 05. Still waiting on Jason Haynes, who has not come out yet. Braden Carter with a 14.86, 14.93 by Cale Smith. CSC 1-2. Followed by Vitale with a 97, 15.01 for Andy Patton, 15.02 for Billy Roberts, and 15.64 for Mel Gusa. Got about 45 seconds left in qualifying. Not sure if Jason Haynes is having connection issues or what. About 15 seconds remaining. No Jason Haynes. So we'll go into heat number 1. Braden Carter with the quick time as the drivers in chat, I can hear them in the background, are talking about the qualifying lap. Getting ready for our 8-lap heat race. First row on the front row, CSC, Braden Carter with Cale Smith to his outside. Michael Vitale and Andy Patton in row number 2. Billy Roberts and Armando Melgusa in row number 3. And there's Jason Haynes. He will start at the tail end of the field. All right, fellas, 1 heat race and 30-lap feature. You know the drill. Initial start is on green. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start-finish line. 8 laps to get it done. Race hard. Race clean. Good luck. Braden Carter will take us to the green flag. What a great group of drivers out on track as they badger each other a little bit here on the pace lap. The lights are off on the pace truck. 8 laps to settle how they will start in the 30-lap feature. Pace truck is off, leaving the field to CSC on the front row. Green flag is out. We are underway. Braden Carter along the fence on the inside. Good run on the high side by the 115 of Cale Smith. Michael Vitale trying to hang. He'll slide up to the middle for P3. Cale Smith with the lead on lap number 1. Cale Smith found something in the middle of 1 and 2. The 115 able to pull away. Carter pulls back even in 3 and 4. Michael Vitale in P3, Billy Roberts P4, Jason Haynes moves up past Patton and Melgusa. Riding with Michael Vitale as he slides up to the rear bumper of the 05 of Braden Carter on lap 4 of 8. Running a little higher than the front two. Braden Carter's going to take a peek on the inside of Cale Smith. CSC coming off a turn 4. It'll be Cale Smith at the line. Good battle on lap 6 of 8. Is Braden Carter setting up Cale Smith for a late race pass? Cale Smith's going to pinch the bottom a little bit, keep Braden Carter behind him. Will Cale Smith end the victory, consecutive victories for Braden Carter tonight? Cale Smith with the lead. Braden Carter P2, Michael Vitale P3, Billy Roberts P4. 2 more corners to get it done. Smith will block the bottom. Smith with the heat win. Braden Carter P2, Michael Vitale, Billy Roberts, Jason Haynes, Andy Patton, and Melgusa. Another great heat race, fellas. We'll take a quick break. We come back, we will have your
birds flying high. You know how I feel. Sun in
None heard. We're moving on. We will advance. No warm-ups. We'll go straight into your 30-lap feature at the driver's request. Get the cars out on the grid here. There we go. CSC will remain on the front row. It'll be Cale Smith and Braden Carter swapping places from their heat race. Michael Vitale and Billy Roberts in row number 2. Jason Haynes and Andy Patton in row number 3. And Armando Melgusa will roll off P7 tonight in your 30-lap Pro Late Model feature. Our driver's initial start is on green. Restarts are on leader. Do not jump the start. Do not pass before the start finish line. 30 laps to get it done to settle week 11. Oh, by the way, Braden Carter's 10 for 10 in victories in the Pro Late Model Series. So just saying. Race hard, race clean. Good luck. Kind of put a bounty out on the 05 as the drivers are talking strategy now, and not just CSC, team to team. As the pace truck will come by the flag stand one more time around. 30 laps to close week 11. Cale Smith on the pole. He will start on the bottom of row number 1. Something happened to Cale Smith. Pace truck is off. That'll put Michael Vitale on the pole as we are underway. Not sure what happened to Cale Smith. Vitale will be on the bottom. Braden Carter to his outside. It'll be Vitale running a tall slider as the caution comes out for Cale Smith. Not sure what happened to Cale. Hearing his VR headset died, so he will be out of the race. There is the 115 on the bottom there in turn 3. Michael Vitale will start on the bottom with Braden Carter to his outside. There is the 115 in pit lane trying to get a quick repair. Don't know if his VR headset shut off or what's going on. Jason Haynes in the 66. Currently in P3. As the lights will go off on the pace truck. As we will go single file since we didn't make it but a few laps. Pace truck will exit this time by. Michael Vitale, Braden Carter, Jason Haynes, your top 3. Pace truck is off, as are we. Michael Vitale with a good start. Braden Carter to his rear bumper. Jason Haynes in a current podium position with Billy Roberts in tow in the 99. Armando Melgusa and Andy Patton battling it out. At the tail end of the field, it'll be Michael Vitale leading lap 2 with Braden Carter. He's going to hug the fence on the bottom. Go on board with Braden Carter as he tries to track down the LFM driver of Michael Vitale. Michael Vitale to the bottom in 1 and 2. He runs a little higher in 3 and 4. Lap 5 of 30 underway. Braden Carter to the rear bumper of the 213 of Michael Vitale. Braden Carter makes it to the left quarter panel of the 213. Vitale's going to wash up the track. That'll give the advantage. Ladies and gentlemen, 0-5 Virginia driver Braden Carter to the point. Michael Vitale trying to battle back, takes a peek down low. Can Billy Roberts get up there and challenge Jason Haynes? Braden Carter running a shallow slider line. Michael Vitale right with Braden Carter. See Carter going down low. Michael Vitale running a little higher than the 05. Braden Carter looks like he is scraping the wall. Let's go on the left front of the 05 coming into turn 1. Get much better than that, about 2 feet off that inside fence. As he starts to pull away from the field, current half, second lead between himself and Michael Vitale. Now Jason Haynes getting into the battle. Little bit of contact between Haynes and Vitale. On board with Jason Haynes as he's trying to take position 2 from Michael Vitale. Haynes, better known for sprint cars, has upped his game in the Pro Late Model division this season. Braden Carter opens up a 2 1/4 lead over second place Michael Vitale. Billy Roberts taking a peek on the underside of the 66. Braden Carter checking out. Not quite a 2 1/2 lead over the 2:13 of, it's almost 2 seconds now. Braden Carter doing what Braden Carter does, starting to pull away from the field. We're halfway home. Lap 18 of 30 underway. This is where the battle's going to be. Haynes goes down low, gets underneath Vitale in 1 and 2. Haynes down low, Vitale up high. Haynes is going to wash up. They make a little bit of contact. They're side by side at the line. Haynes slides up into the 213 of Vitale. Vitale into the fence on the outside. That'll move Billy Roberts into a podium position. Now, Billy Roberts, LFM driver, is going to battle with Jason Haynes, as Haynes has moved up to P2. Braden Carter, 2 1/2 second gap between himself and Jason Haynes. Billy Roberts on the rear bumper of Jason Haynes on lap 21 of 30, now 22. Hitting his line every lap. It doesn't get much smoother than this, ladies and gentlemen. Braden Carter in the 05, doing what he does best. Billy Roberts is going to cross over the 66. Will Billy Roberts throw the slider? Yes, sir. Put the 99 in P2. Crossover from Haynes. Will he return the favor? No. Billy Roberts able to hold the 66 down low. On lap 24 of 30. Put Billy Roberts in P2. Braden Carter with a 3-second gap between himself and second place, Billy Roberts. Now Billy Roberts starting to put a little bit of space between himself and third place. Haynes, Michael Vitale hit the wall early. Don't know if there's any damage. Doesn't look like there's any damage on the front right of that machine. Maybe a little damage in the back. Lap 27 of 30 underway. Braden Carter with a 2.5 second gap between himself and Billy Roberts on lap 28 of 30. Coming to 2 to go. Braden Carter off of turn 4. 2 laps to go. Billy Roberts in P3. Jason Haynes in P3. Billy Roberts in P2. Coming to the white flag, Braden Carter coming out of turn 4. The driver out of Virginia going for 10 for 10. It looks like he will get that done with over a 2-second gap between himself and Gears Unlimited Billy Roberts. Braden Carter coming off a turn 4. 10 for 10, the youngster out of Virginia. Billy Roberts, P2. Jason Haynes, P3. Top 3, start finish line, please. We'll get a word with your top 3 here momentarily. Braden Carter does an amazing 10 for 10. As they get lined up. I think I can make that work. Don't forget to go up for your interviews. We'll get a word with your top 3 here momentarily. Great race in the Pro Late Model Division. 1 caution. See who we got. We got Braden Carter in the booth waiting on Jason Haynes. Second podium of the season. Cale Smith with headset issues early in the race. There is Braden Carter. Billy Roberts waiting on Jason Haynes. There's Jason. 66 car moves up 2 positions into a podium finish. Jason, this is Joe. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, good run. I was telling on the broadcast, I don't remember you running the Pro Late models as well as the sprint cars, but man, you've really come on this season running towards the front. How was the ride?
Good. Smooth. I mean, it's a lot easier when there's only 7 cars, to be honest. But yeah, it's nice and smooth, and got pinched a couple times. I feel bad about hitting Vitaly there, but it happens.
Yeah, man, great wrap on that car. I got to ask you, how's the weather in Canada right now?
Yeah. Actually, this wrap is kind of old. It's time for an update here soon.
How's the weather up north?
It was actually really bad. We were down into the minus 30s, like Fahrenheit, last week, and now we're starting to peak back up. So it's cold up here.
So it's a great time to be sim racing. So unless the lines freeze and get ice and all that, but
Exactly.
Yeah, man, this is your second podium of the season, I believe. Wasn't sure you were going to make it tonight, but the 66 snuck in just under the clock and parked that thing in podium finish. Who do you want to thank on the 66 for another podium finish?
I got to thank everybody at GSL Logistics, HN Industries, $5 Wrap Guy, everybody over at Fountain Tire for doing my tire work on the actual race car. You guys for putting on the show. All the drivers for coming out. I know it's not the funnest only having 7 of us, but the crew that we got hanging out every week, I really enjoy racing with them all. So thanks all you guys for racing clean.
Yeah, man, that's kind of been a topic of tonight, that our numbers are way down, but the racing has been really good this season. So with the Wild West Shootout and Chili Bowl going on, maybe that played into tonight's numbers. But nonetheless, you guys put on an amazing show once again, man. What do you drive in real life?
Little bit of hobby stocks, crate late models, and I'm actually looking at going into Race Saver Sprint car here. I got the chassis, it's just the engine is really pricey.
No kidding, man. So how do you have a Facebook page? How do we follow
Yeah,
along?
Dark Side Motorsports on Facebook. Actually, it's kind of been slow there, but I'm planning on getting back going streaming and starting to do some on track uh, media there. So
When do you start? When's the season start?
usually we don't start till end of May, June. We only get about a 3 month season with our winters. So
Boy, yeah, I did a lot of YouTube stuff with my dwarf car, so it'd be kind of cool to follow along. I went from the day I bought it until the first day of the race season. So, man, you might want to consider that. I'd like to follow along and see your, especially moving divisions into sprint cars. That'd be pretty cool, man. But we'll have to check you out, man. Great run tonight, and hopefully we see you next week.
yeah, I'm also doing video updates. I'm doing dual trades for mechanics, so heavy duty mechanics and light duty. So I'm doing tippets here and there of what I'm working on, what I'm learning, and right now I'm rebuilding a huge 116 axle wheeler slash semi truck trailer. So again, check out Dark Side Motorsports on TikTok too, and I'm doing all that stuff on there.
Awesome, man. I'll check it out. Good run, Jason.
Thank you.
Yeah, man. See ya.
Bye.
Billy Roberts, the old man, comes home with his second podium of the night. Billy's Joe, you got me?
I got you.
Fuck sakes. Really,
Yeah,
guys?
man. Another good run. What did you have to do to get up there, Braden Carter?
I don't nitrous or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
Mikey and him were having a good battle, and just things didn't work out there for Mike's favor in that little shenanigans, I guess. I don't know, but I don't know. I had nothing for him. I don't even know how I got around Jason, to be honest with you. I don't.
Mikey, when he took the
favorite.
lead, man, when Mikey took the lead, I thought, oh boy, here we go. And yeah, I'm not sure what happened. Actually, watching the replay right now, a little bit of contact between the two, but man, nonetheless, another great run by that 99 with 2 weeks left, man. Is someone going to get it done? Do we have to put out a bounty?
Will, we were talking there all in chat that we were just gonna just take him out and just be done with it.
I kind of like the invert. You know, I kicked that around at one time, inverting like the top, I don't know, 6. If you win more than 2 in a row, you go to the tail end of the field or something. But we haven't made that a thing yet. I'll tell you, we're also kicking around the idea of team racing and having an overall team trophy. I'm not sure how I'd score that. So that's the craziness that goes on in my head, though.
I like that.
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool. Add up all the points for the team and I don't know, come up with something. So just stuff to look forward to in the future, I hope. And you know, man, maybe we'll go back to the old format too. Three races, cumulative points type deal that seemed to bring in the folks. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure you and I will have many conversations in the off season, and we'll come up with a format that works. And also kicking around maybe a second season, midsummer season or something. But we'll see how that plays out. Nonetheless, man, another great run in the 99. Who do you want to thank on that ride for another podium finish?
Of course, I want to thank all my sponsors. Speed Ranch is on there. Vitaly Motorsports, A&J Landscaping, Gears Unlimited. You again, Joe, for putting it on, and of course my wife for putting up with me doing this.
Yeah, man. Another great run. We hope to see you next week.
We'll be here.
All right, man. Have a good weekend.
You too.
See ya.
Bye-bye.
Braden Carter in the 05 goes 10-4-10. Braden, this is Joe. You got me? Put him in the right room. Braden, this is Joe. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, I came down to the waiting room, didn't I? Anyways, 10 for 10, man. In feature wins in the Pro Late model. Stop Michael Vitale was going to give you a little run for your money there early. But, man, you were able to pull away over a 2-second gap at the close. How was the track?
Yeah, it was pretty good. You know, Kel Smith got me by in that heat race. So it sucks to see his headset go out like that. But I don't know. I think he would have had something for me, dude. He was moving in that heat race. Like I tried to get around him, I couldn't. I don't know. He's had a bad year with things just happening to him, and I hate that. He's really fast for as much as he plays, and um, it just sucks to see that sometimes. But yeah, it took me a while to get past Michael there, and when I did, I just had to work around him clean, and when the door opened, I took it, and he's hanging right behind me there for a while, and he was telling me something happened to him, but once I found that bottom, I felt really good down there, and I stayed down there for a lot of laps and moved up a little bit with 5 to go, but just stuck at bottom, and that's pretty much where it was at all race.
Yeah, Cale Smith is wise beyond his years. He pulled an old Navy trick on you. He won his heat race and parked it and said, "I won" on Friday night. So he's not telling us that yet, but I'm certain, man. I've seen that before back in the old days.
He
No,
did
it is
just beat me in a race. That is what
That's
happened.
right. I'm done. And that's the replay that will be shown on Facebook is the heat race win. No, in all fun, man. He had a quick car tonight. Kale is quick no matter every week. So man, another great run by the 05, 10 for 10. Are you gonna make all 13 races? You gonna go 13 for 13?
I don't think I'll be here next week, unfortunately. I'd love to. So
You're
I'm hoping
gonna
Kale maybe
break
gets it.
your win streak.
Yeah, I might be going out of town. Maybe. I'm not sure. But we'll see. I don't know yet.
All right, man. Another great run, another victory.
I'd love to.
Another win for the 05. Who do you want to thank on that ride for a drive to victory lane?
Yeah, I see guys, Kale. Probably would have beat me if he didn't, have a headset issue, malfunction. My dad, Michael Carter. Travis Anderson, Jonathan Higdon, Kyle Hardy, Chase Hardy. Shout out to Kyle, who's on the Pro Series car here. Riley Buchanan Jr., RBJ Sim Racing, Dylan Alton Motorsports, Shaggy TV, Zach Chapman, Nick over at No Limit Racing, Randy Carter Paint, my granddad, KK's Diecast, Kevin Lynn Keeling, Twisted Designs, Branson Woodward, you Joe, GR6 I ran, Dirt Track Bank for everything that's going on here. So it's always fun, no matter the car count, as I say. And yeah, pretty much it.
Yeah, man, great run. I hope you have an amazing rest of your weekend. And maybe we'll see you again. If not, we do have 3 bye weeks. So missing the last 2 wouldn't hurt you.
I'm running the last one. I'll be there for that.
All right,
I'm only
man.
missing one if I miss one.
Great run. We'll be watching you in the pro qualifier, and I hope you have a great weekend.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Man. See ya. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. There are the pro late models. This is week 11. So we will be back next week at as soon as I can find a schedule. I think we are at Port Royale next week, and we'll close out the season at I-55. Greatly appreciate everybody for tuning in. And ladies and gentlemen, until next time, we'll see ya.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn. It's a new day, it's a new life. And I'm feeling good. Fish in the sea.